additional income from the billboards that ought to go directly to the school systems. Help those kids learn how to read those billboards. One thing we could do is change the attitude of the state. Right now there's a lawsuit on, and the witnesses for the state declared that there's nothing in the state constitution that says the state has to provide a quality education. And I don't think that's a good defense. It doesn't matter if it says it in the Constitution, we need to do it. Right now it's my understanding that in the budget process, education comes up last and ends up divvying up the leftovers from everyone else. Now, I'm not in the legislature, but I see that happening every year, and it always seems strange. It seems like they should be first. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not in the legislature. Tell me how it goes. There's other tax loopholes besides the billboards. You know, we see a lot of TIFs going on in Rapid City. Rapid City's kind of become famous for that. TIFs were meant for blighted areas, and they end up being a way for developers to develop at the taxpayer's expense. And I know there's some cases, Somerset is trying to use a TIF to get their sewer system under their control, and that may be a good one. But I think it's a process that's been abused, and there's tax dollars that are going into someone's pockets that shouldn't be. Yes, ma'am. I talked to a teacher last week who said that when she started in her position in Rapid City 15 years ago, there were 150 applicants for a job and 200 applicants for a job very similar to hers that was a little more popular. This year, that same job opening had 5 applicants. We are steadily going to a point where we won't have any applicants. She mentioned that teachers, it's a pretty universal rule, they can take 7 years of experience and transfer it to other states if they want to get a better job in another state. Older teachers stay here because they can't transfer any of that anything more than 7 years, so they're kind of stuck here. And we're getting to the point where we have teachers that are either ready to retire or have under 7 years of experience. And again, just like Dean said, it gets to, I think, changing the attitude in Pierre, looking at ways to get more money into our education system. And I know they like to pass the blame that there's too much money in their reserves, but I think each school board has to run their school board the way they see fit. If they're not paying their teachers enough, it's the local people that can talk to the school board about that if they have a lot of money in reserves. Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming too, and I know I haven't received any PAC money, but I'm certainly for sale. I honestly think the PAC money is more a relationship of being an incumbent versus being a newcomer, and well, that doubled my resources right there. I would like to encourage you to give me your support in this coming election. I feel I can represent the people of this area, the growing area of Piedmont Valley and its outskirts, and I think my experience, my ability to work across party lines can make a difference in here. Thanks.